TIFU by accidentally texting my creepy neighbor at 2 a.m. This happened 2 nights ago, and I'm still recovering from the absolute horror of it. For context, I 25F live in a small apartment complex with paper-thin walls and even thinner boundaries. My upstairs neighbor, who I'll call Jeff, is weird. Not overtly dangerous, just the kind of guy who always stares a little too long and knows way too much about your schedule. He once commented on how I always microwave my leftovers at the same time every night. That's sort of creepy. Anyway, Saturday night, I was texting my best friend while watching true crime documentaries. It was late like 2 a.m. and we were joking around, sending memes back and forth. I took a screenshot of something and meant to send her a message that said, "Imagine if the guy upstairs is just watching me through the floorboards lol," but I didn't send it to her. I sent it to Jeff. Let me explain. Jeff's number was in my phone because of a building-wide group text our landlord made when the water went out last winter. He was never supposed to be an active contact, but he was apparently right above my friend's name in my messages. One tired, clumsy tap and, yeah, I realized the mistake about 15 seconds after hitting send, when I saw his name at the top of the thread. I full-on choked on my popcorn. Immediate panic. I stared at the message, then did the only thing I could think of. I turned off my phone like that would somehow undo the digital disaster. Spoiler, it didn't. About 5 minutes later, I hear movement upstairs. Then, footsteps. Then, knocking at my door. I didn't move. I sat on my couch like I was a statue. He knocked 3 times. Pause. Then once more. And then silence. I waited at least 10 minutes before peeking through the peephole. Nothing. The hallway was empty. I stayed up the rest of the night, trying to convince myself he didn't see it, or didn't care, or maybe went back to bed. I kept checking to make sure my door was locked. I even wedged a chair under the knob like they do in movies. I know, dramatic, but I live alone, and the vibes were off. The next morning, I found a post-it note slid under my door. It said, "I don't watch through the floorboards. The vents have better angles." There was a smiley face drawn at the end. I have never packed an overnight bag faster. I'm staying with a friend until I figure out whether to laugh, cry, or move across the country. TL. DR meant to send a creepy joke about my neighbor to my best friend. Sent it to him by mistake. He responded in the worst possible way.